Hey, this is Tobin at Virtual Storefront with another episode of TMI. It's not the TMI you're thinking, it's Technology Market Insights with Tobin. And today we're going to walk through Alignable because I have been on Alignable more in the past 3 weeks than I have in the 10 years before that using Alignable for other business purposes. But recently we've been bringing on new people and finding people who share our customers to offer virtual storefronts for a commission fee between $50 and $100 per storefront. And anyone's welcome to do it, but people who, the most affiliate marketers and people who are really like plugging into business tend to be on Alignable. Today, I'm just going to walk through how to optimize your Alignable profile for maximum impact, because what I've learned is that most relationships on Alignable don't really need to move to email. They can just simply be, once you've connected, you can message each other, and most of the necessary information, unless you really need to take it further, can be done just back and forth in the messaging. So what you want to do is make sure that your profile is optimized, has all of the stuff that's going to give you maximum impact, because that's really what people are going to be looking at is your profile. So I'm going to go ahead and move into the sharing screen here. All right, so this is our homepage on Alignable. And you can see we have a lot of views. Most of those views actually came about from just a single post about how to do webinars in I think Alignable University, which is the how-to group on Alignable. Alignable is basically a collection of a lot of different groups. And what you're doing is posting. I think this is the only place here where you can post just to the people you're connected to. So that's kind of the basic feed. It's your own group among your networks. Anyway, what we want to do is jump over to our profile and click on that. So starting at the top, we have a very clean, simple image at the top. This could probably be enlarged a little bit to make it easier, but we just want to make something simple that gives people, the idea behind this is just to show a single feature of virtual storefronts, which have many features, because I've noticed that if you read The Paradox of Choice, one of the things, a book about marketing, one of the things you really need to avoid when you're marketing yourself or just in marketing in general is to give too many options, too much information. I've been guilty as charged for many years in many different venues. And we worked with if you go to virtualstorefronts.co to look at our sales funnel, I had the privilege of working with Paul Counts earlier this fall. And he really drove home the point about, just keep everything focused on the one thing. Don't have when you have a web funnel, don't have a lot of clickable links. So again, focusing on that one thing just allows people to absorb something like your service because you want to show your value right out of the gate. So you just want to show that one thing that really jumps out. As you can see, these are our categories here. You want to make sure that you have your basic categories. We have a premium subscription, which is $30 a month. That allows us to be in some other categories. It allows us to be in local communities, more local communities around us. And it also gives us more connection credits because one thing about Alignable that you need to know, in order to message anyone, even like a group leader or anyone on the platform, and you must be connected, and that requires a connection credit unless the person is connecting with you. So that's how all of the messaging works. So this is for editing your profile. This is there's Alignable's kind of a mess, I'll be honest. There's a lot of features to it. I recommend you just kind of like patiently go through and edit all of these different fields and make sure that make sure that everything is correct. Or that all of your categories are filled out, because one thing that Alignable is really good at is it seems to take data that you give it and give good recommendations, putting it through AI and the algorithms. It makes good recommendations about people you need to connect to. So this dashboard seems to be fairly useful. It's a little vague, like where these things come from, but it's useful information. You have more detail when you have a premium account, so you can click into it. I've still found it a bit vague, but whatever. Alignable says it's not a social network, but it's certainly a social network in the sense that it's has a lot going on and no one really knows what's going on around here. There's a lot of features that aren't necessarily integrated or working harmoniously with each other that you have to kind of figure out. So it's a little bit of a mess, but it's definitely a worthwhile mess because you can find a lot of cool people here. Now, our ideal customer is something that I see coming up all the time in my feed, that other people like this, that people like our ideal customer, that other people are liking other people's ideal customer. Super important here to point out, who your service is for at the end, the end user. And then down here is who your partner is. So again, a lot of this can be, I think this was all authored by me directly, but you can always use ChatGPT. Everyone can get a free account there to help you get the right text. Also, Alignable has some AI tools that I'll show you in a minute that you can use here on Alignable. I find that ChatGPT is a much, much more marketing-friendly AI than Bard. Bard is like the one that actually can give you information from the web right now, whereas ChatGPT has absorbed a tremendous amount of marketing speak. So if you need some marketing copy, that's a great place to go. You can just OpenAI is the host of it. You just search ChatGPT, OpenAI, and everyone has a free account for 3.5. 4.0 is, I think, paid at this point, but whatever. AI is just part of the ecosphere at this point. So now we're going to go to what businesses can you partner with? Now, this is really important because this is the first time, like the past couple of weeks, I've been on Alignable, and it's really the first time that I've really understood what Alignable is for, because we are here talking to people that share our customer, which is the local independent retail storefront merchant and eateries. So those are our customers, and there's a lot of people here working directly with our customers all over the country. So telling people who you want to partner with is basically saying, what type of people are in other types of business that are not competitive, that share our customer base, because it's a huge value add to offer virtual storefronts, which is $199 per year, and it's a solution that people can use. Our competition is essentially Google Ads, which are $400, $600 a month for local businesses, or SEMrush, which is less, which is like $200, $300 a month. So we're talking about $200 a year, less than $200 a year for our solution for that. So the people that we want to connect with, people like Sean at Jay Galt, or people like Eileen, who has a lot of local business up in Massachusetts, business advisors who are working with local construction companies. These people have a book of business, or Elizabeth, who has advertising business in Texas. These people have these people have access, or have a book of business, and it's a lot of those people could really use what we offer. Even if they have a website, we're better at telling Google. We're like the yellow pages. We explain to Google what it is we do. So what it is your business does, so that we can teach Google, so that you can show up in search. We're basically getting you listed so that you can show up in search. So those there's a lot of people that can offer our product. They can make money in referrals for $50 for the first 10, $75 for the next 10, and then $100 for the 21 and up. So for the next 10 plus, $100 each referral. So you can make a lot of money doing it. But even if you aren't making money, even if you're simply just referring customers to each other, or like Thrive has a lot of shared customers. Like Carrie at Thrive can refer our business, even though Thrive has a website solution. Many website developers refer us because it's less than the cost of a website, and it supplements your website so that your business becomes more visible in search. So there's a tremendous amount of overlap. Figuring out, takes a little visioning on your part regarding your business, but figuring out who you can partner with, who has the overlapping demographic, is really important. Now, this I think that this copy, I kind of guided ChatGPT to create this perfect partner for virtual storefronts, the referral champion. This has all been very useful. People, you can, I think, unlimited tags for all the different types of people that you can, that you want to work with there. This is a great kind of snapshot of where we want to go with our business in terms of like partnering with people who would refer virtual storefronts as a solution to their customers. All right, moving right along. About Us. This is a little bit confusing because About Us has two parts. It's like, it's a little redundant. So About Us is the About Us part, just kind of like the overview of your company, the story behind your company. And that's how I look at it, very much as a story. And then how we got started is even more of a story. Like I just look at it as like a deeper part of the story. So again, you can just type in a few sentences about this in chat. I think that all of this was written, I actually wrote this. I'm a podcast guest, so I included this in the About Us. If you're looking for a podcast guest on your awesome marketing podcast or whatever, let me know. So how we got started, again, a little bit more of the backstory. I actually didn't have this filled out for a long time, but there's a lot kind of there. Again, be sure to fill out these tags, the services we offer, because this is this is like candy for the algorithms at Alignable, because Alignable is really, I think the goal of the entire platform is to align, like connect businesses that have aligned goals, right? So a lot of the businesses we connect with want their customers, their clients to succeed, and winning an online search for such a low price is a great way to help them succeed. So that is that it's important to tell Alignable everything about your business with these tags in order for Alignable to figure out who you are, what you're all about, and how you go about your business and who you want to partner with. We have we're almost highly recommended. We're pretty much just new to this platform. This is a very new profile. If you'd like to recommend us, I would love it if you just go right to Alignable right now after this video and recommend us. But we'll get more recommendations. I mean, all of this stuff is a lot of work, and it's only work that you want to do if you know that you can get something worthwhile out of it. And I would say I can't say definitively. I have spent a lot of time on the Smart Connect, which is just the thing that it's like a speed dating, I guess, is the best analogy, on video chat, where you meet like 7 or 8 people in an hour and just do a one-to-one and talk about your business. That's been pretty useful. There's been a lot of it that's not useful, and it's kind of hard to vet. My next video about Alignable is going to be like how to vet the connections and figure out what stays on Alignable, what's useful to you, et cetera, which is kind of complicated. But I think I have some kind of working formula, since I really don't have time to waste, as an executive. So being on Alignable, you can get sucked down some rabbit holes, and I'll try to guide you on how to not get sucked down in those rabbit holes in the next video. So that's your profile. If you have any questions, just put it underneath the video. This will be posted on YouTube. If you want to sign up for our webinar about virtual storefronts, there should be a link down there in the description right now. And and of course, subscribe to these videos, because we're going to have a lot more TMI, technology market insights, coming up, because I'm basically going to walk through all the tools that I use in technology, and give a rundown of the ones that are good, give a rundown of the, we're going to do one about Yelp pretty soon. It's going to be the hot take on all kinds of stuff. And we have 2 podcasts that are in the pipeline coming up. One at Marketing Counts, which is a really short but awesome recording that I did with Paul Counts, who is Russell Brunson's partner. If you know who Russell Brunson is, he does ClickFunnels. So that was really interesting. He's used our product and seen how it works. And then the other one is an English podcast that's really interesting. And he asked some really awesome questions with Michael at the Independent Minds. And that's a new podcast that I thought was really cool. And his whole premise is like, if you can get people in your organization to think in different ways independently, then change is easier. And I guess we were kind of like looked at as a change agent at Virtual Storefronts. So if you're interested in seeing those podcasts, just click on follow, click on notifications. Make sure to stick with us here on Virtual Storefronts. Most of our video comes right out, is posted to YouTube, and most videos are posted to YouTube from other podcasts as well. So it's really the easiest kind of place that to follow us. We're also everywhere else. So, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. So just search for Virtual Storefronts and you'll find us on all those platforms. Thanks for watching. Until next time, this has been TMI, that is Tech Market Insights with Tobin. I am the founder and CEO at Virtual Storefronts. If you want to learn more about Virtual Storefronts, go to virtualstorefronts.co. If you want to check out Virtual Storefronts and create a shopper profile, just go right here to virtualstorefronts.com. That's our live feed and homepage. It's a nationwide feed of local only businesses. You tap up here, then you can create a shopper account and you can follow any individual business and you can follow entire towns on Virtual Storefronts for free. All right, that's that. Thanks for watching. And until next time, good luck on Alignable. Drop a question on the comments.